But I'm here to give remarks, and I'm here to say that Makerere University Business School is proud of having had an event that has been practically taken as a privilege by Bakash. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me appreciate him.
The success you guys aspire to do does not come by chance. There are certain things, there's a certain kind of DNA you need to develop as a person. What do I do at what time? If I'm going to do gym, I'll do gym at this time, I'll wake up at this time. Do I have a program? My dad taught me one thing in life. If you wake up every day, you must have a program. What am I going to do today? Your to-do list. So we have to learn the idea of entrepreneurship. And entrepreneurship is something that we all need to embrace. You don't need to go to school to be an entrepreneur. I bought my first TV. If you read The Observer, I was telling a story how I bought my first TV laying bricks, and people never believed it. Yeah. That is how I bought my first TV, because I had land in Mukono. I said, what can we do with my brother? We started laying bricks, started collecting, and I didn't know how to do it. I learned on the job. And guess what? My first TV was bought from laying bricks.
Guys, allow me and join me in a very big round of applause and welcome Honorable to give us his word.
The Guild President and the Fraternity of Bakash, and all of you, ladies and gentlemen, who are here listening to me, once again, good afternoon. Then what are the factors which influence that kind of activity you are going to do? In other words, the career. One, I think, is important. The training that you have received and the skills that you have gathered through that training. You have had the journalists here really displaying the training and the skills they have. Some of you probably are teachers, others are going to be accountants and what have you. But the training you have and the skills is one of the factors that will determine which career you are going to do for the rest of your life. There is also, because we live in a society, we live in a group, and we live in a family, there is what is called peer pressure. You may have got the training like a businessman, but then your family wants you to be, because your father was a chief, the family wants you also to be a chief. Now, within that career, what are the opportunities of growing? The career you have chosen, what are the opportunities? Is it a dead end? Is this a flat progression? Or is there some room of moving from the lowest level right up to the top? And once that room is there, then obviously you'll work a satisfied person, and you'll aspire to move up to the end. So we need therefore to have a mindset change. We have to be constant in our focus. We have to network, and we have to remain positive. And we have to exploit the physical environment that is existing in our country, in our region, in other parts of the world. But at least I'm satisfied and I'll live happy. Let me choose, for instance, not to be a mercenary. Yeah. As a mercenary, I've been promised a gold mine in Congo. But the chances are I can die any minute, because as a mercenary I'm going to face bullets all the time. And if I make a mistake, I am gone. And the gold mine is also what? Gone. So I'll not take up that career. I would rather go and become a farmer. When I bought this farm, 60 acres, I'm looking after 50 dairy cattle and I'm earning so much a day and so much a month. But I'll live a satisfied person. So those are the software, the intangibles, which again work on you to influence the kind of career, the choice that you're going to make. Because of the dynamics of the situation, if I don't do anything that I trained for, then I'll do something that I did not train for as long as it's paying me. And then when the time comes, I can veer back to my career. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening to me.
Number one, whether you still want to forge forward and get a white-collar job, or whether you want to check into the entrepreneurship journey and entrepreneurship lot, there's 3 questions I want you to ask yourself. Just do this homework and search deep within you, because as a human being, any human being who has an okay thought process, mentally, psychologically, socially, emotionally, if you're at 100%, a basic, healthy human being has 70,000 thoughts and ideas every day. So with these 3 checks, I want you to look into that and find what will make you be a person of value and make you stand out. Because whether you're looking for employment, you have to be a person of value, you have to stand out. So we're going to be having, UBOS was, giving off statistics saying that every single year there's 400,000 graduates in Uganda. 400K. So all of you, those 400K will go to an office or somewhere to front their CVs. People who have done the same courses, people who have the same grades, so to speak. But what will make you stand out? What's your proposition, value proposition? Either as a business entrepreneur or as a would-be employment kind of person who's scouting for employment. So question number 1, I want you to ask yourself, what am I good at? Well, it's both. Because out of what you're good at, out of what people tell you you're good at, out of asking yourself what is the critical setback or the mental setback, that ideally will answer your question into who and what was I in the first place even created for. Do you understand? So it cuts across, because you don't want to be in a career that you're not happy in.
Look at those associations, what do they do? The challenge is we ignore these people who have been in these professions where you guys are pursuing. There are guys who are already there. There are guys who have made it. So, be with them. Pick one person, at least, who resonates with our career. Do research on your career. Just keep yourself relevant to that career. Look out for opportunities. Because the labor market is competitive. Most professionals have those associations. The CPAs, the CIPRs, the engineers. Go in them. Be with them, rub shoulders with them. Don't fear these guys. These people are like you. Actually, some of them have come from forest background. You guys, you're fine. You can hold smartphones. You can go to Javas. But these guys have come from, hey.
Thank you so much for coming. I would like to once again appreciate our speakers. Thank you for coming through.
We are moving all over all universities in Uganda, and we hope to be with you all the time.